These glasses are really messing with my orientation right now. Don't take that one out of context. Welcome back to Rewind's bschwitty, because I literally can't even right now. Today, it's the day we've all been waiting for. NPR asked for it. How cool is that? Well, NPR Music, but NPR Music's NPR, right? That's cool. They actually, well, at least saw my tweet about RoseWave. I don't know if they actually watched the video, but that was cool to shout me out and actually put a little extra pressure on me to, one, do this list, and two, do it right. Now, there's something about rosé, man, that you just need the perfect mix for. But no, really, RoseWave, I love the idea. You can check out my original review of NPR's RoseWave playlists, like right here. I don't. Regardless, RoseWave is just a cool idea, and to me, rosé, hot summer days, it's a month away from Equinox, so I was running out of time to get this posted. So here it is. I have links on Spotify, on Google Play Music, and on YouTube if you want to watch the music videos for everything. And if there is any other way that I can get it to you, let me know in the comments below. Check the description for links to the playlist. And while I put it in order, and I feel like it needs to be in this order to have the proper rise and fall that a playlist deserves to have, I get it. Not everyone has Spotify Premium. Not everyone has YouTube Red or Google Play Music. And not everyone wants to sit through the ads on YouTube while they listen to music. So take it as you will. Enjoy the playlist. And now I'm just going to talk about it for a little bit because I can't use the music in the clip. Or in this, because I don't own the music, which is why I had to make streaming service playlists to figure this all out. But yeah, so to me, RoseWave, this Wind Down Wednesday RoseWave playlist is about summer, and it's about rosé, friends, summer. That's all it is. You can be on your fancy yacht, sipping some rosé in your backyard, watching the sunset, hanging out with friends, doing summertime rosé-related activities. Let's deep dive into it, because, like I said, this playlist is about wine, friends, and summertime, which is why we start out with Childish Gambino, "Summertime Magic," and this is my song of the summer. I don't know about you guys, but it's mellow with a little bit of funk and groove, and kind of has that steel drum intro, and in the background it kind of gives it just that tropical summer vibe to kick off the playlist. We follow that with "I Feel It Coming," featuring Daft Punk by The Weeknd, off of the 2016 album Starboy. I really feel like that's just, it sounds like Michael Jackson, if I'm being honest, and it's up-tempo, and it's a great second song to just kind of keep the playlist climbing. Followed by Incredible Polo, "The Ship." This is off their new album. I think it came out about 6 months ago. So I originally said Lauren was going to help curate this list. Unfortunately, due to other commitments, she had to bow out, which we've mentioned before. She did send me one song from Incredible Polo called Abysima, and I was going to include that on this playlist up until literally a few days ago when I realized, hey, I also listened to Incredible Polo, and I really liked their new song off of their new album. So I was trying to keep things fresh while also reaching back to some older 80s first wave or new wave music, which is a perfect segue into Making Plans for Nigel by XTC. It just keeps popping back up in my head, and I don't know why. It's a great song. You should listen to it. And then we do No Captain by Lane 8, followed by SZA and Calvin Harris, The Weeknd. And it's the Funk Wave remix, which is actually off of the first song off of NPR's 2018 RoseWave playlist. So I wanted to include some of their sound and style to their RoseWave playlist to kind of encapsulate togetherness across all RoseWave playlists now that I've entered the fray. Pushed on to Snail Mail. This is kind of the first indie rock song on here. Followed that with Matt and Kim's Happy If You're Happy, which is off of their 2018 release Almost Every Day. And this is my favorite song off of that album, which they have a lot of good songs on there. It's just, there's something about this where it's just like some finger snapping and just a really simple melody, and it's just a really deep and heartfelt song. But going from that slowness, I needed something to bring it back up. Faded Heart by Borns has been stuck in my head for like 3 weeks. In fact, earlier this year, it was because they used to play this on the radio all the time last year when it came out, and then like a couple months ago, I'd stopped hearing it on the radio at work, so I was trying to recreate the song for one of my coworkers, and she just stared at me blankly while I was trying to. Yeah, that's the look. All right, moving forward, you gotta have the Talking Heads on any semi-80s influenced playlist. One of my favorite Talking Heads songs, This Must Be the Place, Naive Melody. A lot of my friends have seen David Byrne in concert recently, and I'm kind of jealous because he's coming to Santa Barbara, but I think he's coming while it's harvest. And I love the Talking Heads, and just everyone who's seen him this year has been blown away, which really sucks because, again, I can't go. Moving forward, new Maps and Atlases, the song Fog in the Fall off of their new album Lightness and Is Nothing New came out this year. Maps and Atlases is an awesome indie rock band. They're technically in the math rock genre. So math rock has like this asymmetric rhythm to it that's like, it's there's something weird and truly like cool and funky about it that it's like, I would dare to say angular, but it's so, it should be jarring, but it's also crazy music in its own right, and it's really cool. Death Cab for Cutie, if you don't know, is probably my favorite band. Death Cab for Cutie is from my home state of Washington. They're originally from Bellingham. One of my favorite concerts, actually my two of my top 3 concerts has been with Ben Gibbard. One was the Postal Service reunion tour, because I didn't see them the first time around. And they came to San Luis Obispo. They played the Madonna Inn. That was amazing. And that was an amazing experience. But conversely, Ben Gibbard released a solo album, and he played one of his first shows at Big Sur at the Henry Miller Library, which, if you don't, Big Sur is like so beautiful, and the Henry Miller Library is just like this small, intimate setting that he was playing an acoustic show and piano, and they're just like these Christmas lights just strung everywhere, and we're just literally in like a forest, and it felt like it was like some sort of fairy wonderland. I don't know, but it was just it was such an intimate concert experience, and the setting was so amazing, and the music was great too, and two of my top favorite concerts. So Death Cab, they just released an album last Friday, so I had to include my favorite song off of that album. Coming back from that, we get more of this British indie pop called Let's Eat Grandma. I don't want to call it dream pop because it's a little bit more angry than that. It's psychedelic pop, I guess. Following that, Heinz released a new album this year. The album's I Don't Run. I picked the song Soberland because that's my favorite off of that album. Just a great Spanish indie rock band that if you've not heard of them, you should check them out. At least listen to their song on the playlist. And if there were B-sides to this playlist, I'd recommend, sorry NPR, checking out their latest in-studio session with KEXP on YouTube, which was pretty sick. Now again, I wasn't planning on going through every one of these. Next up, Arcade Fire, Put Your Money on Me. Last year's release from Arcade Fire, 2017. Everything Now was just a baller album. I absolutely adored that album from start to, well, it doesn't end because it's an infinite loop the way they created the album. And I think I have 3 favorite songs off the album, and this one I thought fit the mood of the playlist the best, Put Your Money on Me. So a local band called Fialta covered Neil Young's Harvest Moon, which I think is a great cover, but it's a bit too slow and more acoustic than I was hoping for this particular playlist. So radio recently has been playing this version by Poolside, this cover. And while it has similar elements, it also is a little bit more dancey, I guess. It's more electronic, which I think fits the RoseWave style. Speaking of Fialta, I did put them on this list. I also wanted to include their most recent, they did a cover called One Fine Day, which was released when it was played on the season 2 finale of Riverdale, which, how cool is that? Because drinking rosé, you're watching Riverdale. And do not chastise me for watching Riverdale because, well, you haven't seen it yet if you're going to chastise me for it, because it is a damn good show. Horrible and trashy, but damn good. But I went way back to their first full-length album, Summer Winter, the title track from that, just because it's happy, it's upbeat, it's a summertime song. Moving forward from that, I picked Age of Consent by New Order, going in the Wayback Machine. I think that's one of my 2 favorite New Order songs, but this is the one that definitely fits this playlist. I tried out Bizarre Love Triangle, but it really just didn't fit with this RoseWave playlist. Finally, the last 2, Green to White just released their second album, which I was there for their reunion tour, which happened last week, and it's sad that they've broken up again, and Eric's gone back to New Orleans. Hey man. And I just wanted to get my favorite song off of their second album, which I thought was going to be Sierra, because I really like that song, but Please Don't Forget Me was kind of just, it hit me at the right time, and it's smooth and it's mellow, but it still kind of just folds into this playlist real nice. And finally, finishing, we hit the crest, and then we just kept going down a little bit. Mellow, smooth, background music, but also, if you really wanted to experience this playlist, you could. So it finished with Starlight by Jai Wolf featuring Mr. Gabriel. I found this late last year. I know it came out last year, but it was later in the game. I think it must have been on a TV show I saw or something, but I love the piano in this and how all of the music just transforms around it, because that keeps the beat. and it's up, but it's also smooth, and it's also down, and there's the electronic bit. This is what RoseWave was to me. So please listen to my playlist if you have the time. It's an hour and 23 minutes. It's just outside the cutoff to put on a CD, which I found out earlier yesterday. So sorry about that. But who uses CDs anymore? Stream it like everyone else. Personally, me, I purchased it, purchased all these songs, put it on my phone, because there's like a month left of summer, which I don't get to experience because we're bringing in grapes on Monday. Woo! And I'm bringing in Pinot for the Rewind label shortly after that. So who knows where my time's going to go, but you enjoy the Rewind RoseWave 2018 playlist, Wind Down Wednesday, and check it out in the description below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me talk about something other than wine today. I know it's tangentially related, but I know you didn't come to this channel for music, but I love music. I think it's a great way to experience things, just like wine is another medium to experience things. And putting the two together, that making RoseWave, I think that's awesome. Thank you, NPR, for coining the term and making these playlists every summer. I gotta hand it to you. You guys definitely do great work. It's a lot harder to throw a playlist together than a lot of people think. And while I appreciate your craftsmanship, I hope you can at least somewhat appreciate mine. All right. Thank you, everyone. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe. Share the playlist with your friends. Drink rosé with your friends. I will catch you Friday where we are going to be reviewing the blue Chardonnay and the blue Cava. Stick around for that. So this has been Rewind. Thank you for watching. My name is bschwitty, and I will catch you next time.